I can't believe I'm even considering this, but there are some things that are happening with Tesla right now that are making it seem like now is the best time in history to part ways with my 2018 Model 3 and replace it with a newer car. And you may be in a similar situation if you're a current Tesla owner or you're looking to get a new Tesla soon, so let's talk about it. Now, when I first got my Model 3, I swore that I'd keep it for at least 10 years because not only was it my dream car at the time, but it was the most money I had ever planned to spend on a car. Well, I'm over halfway there, but now I'm stuck at a crossroads and need your advice. Here are the pros and cons that I could come up with of getting rid of my Model 3 right now and upgrading to a newer Tesla. Now, one of the biggest pros is the transfer of full self-driving, which is like saving $8,000. Tesla has a very short time frame now where owners can transfer FSD capability from their current vehicle to a new vehicle if they take delivery by September 30th, 2023. Now this is very tempting because FSD is currently $15,000 and I bought it for less than half that back in March of 2019 when Tesla had that flash sale of FSD upgrade for owners who already had enhanced autopilot. So it only cost me $7,000 total for FSD. Now, if I don't take advantage of this current FSD transfer and I want to keep using FSD, then I either have to keep my current Model 3 for as long as possible or shell out $15,000 or possibly more if I upgraded to a newer car in the future, or just pay that monthly subscription fee of $200, but that might also increase as well. However, I could also just hold out hope that Tesla offers this FSD transfer sometime again in the future, or just makes this FSD transfer option permanent, which is what many owners have been pleading for years now. Now, taking advantage of the full federal tax credit before December 31st, 2023 is like saving $7,500. Right now, for 2023, Tesla says all new Model 3 and Model Y purchases qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit, but Tesla's site also says reductions likely after December 31st. Now, the problem is we don't really know the odds of that happening or what the reduction amount is right now, but if we look at the tax credit rules for 2023, it states 40% of battery minerals and 50% of battery components must be produced in North America. And for 2024, 50% of battery minerals and 60% of battery components must be produced in North America. So this either means Tesla expects some of its vehicles to lose the full tax credit because of these battery requirement rules, or Tesla is simply creating urgency for people to order as soon as possible to boost sales. Now, speaking of sourcing materials from the US, today's sponsor, Mudwater, is the best coffee alternative that I've found. They have a variety of blends that are made with organic herbs, spices, and mushrooms with low to no caffeine, depending on what you're looking for. Now, the Rise blends are built for the morning and consist of either cacao or matcha to provide a fraction of the caffeine of a cup of coffee so that you get energy and focus without the jitters or crash. They also have caffeine-free blends for afternoons and evenings to help wind down. Now, all of Mudwater's mushrooms are 100% organic and are sourced from trusted American growers. For me, coffee is usually overkill, so I love the quick increase of natural energy that Mudwater gives me, along with supporting my mood, focus, and immune system from ingredients such as cacao, chai, lion's mane, chaga, and cordyceps. I'm a simple man, so I prefer mine plain, but there are many different recipes to try that look straight up delicious. Click the link below and use my coupon code AndySly to get 15% off your own order of Mudwater. Now, another pro of upgrading now is getting all the new features that have come out in the last 5 years that I've missed out on. My Model 3 was one of the first 15,000 or so that were made, and since then Tesla has definitely improved upon not only the build quality but the features as well. Upgrading now would get me a brand new battery with 40 miles more range if I stick with the long range version, which will also be quicker and more powerful. It would also have a powered trunk, USB-C ports, improved center console with built-in wireless phone charging, double pane windows for improved ride noise, more comfortable back seats, newer computer chip with faster touchscreen, and more. I could also choose to go the other way and save the most money by getting the most affordable standard range Model 3 with the LFP battery, which is only 20 miles fewer range than what my current Model 3 is, but I'd be able to charge to 100% daily with that LFP battery, so I essentially wouldn't be losing any daily driving range. I'd also be resetting my warranty, which would be extremely relieving given my current Model 3 has no active warranties left whatsoever, including the battery and drive unit, since I've already surpassed 120,000 miles. Now let's talk about the cons of replacing my Model 3. Now, the biggest con for me is obviously the cost. Even though I'll be saving money in ways like the FSD transfer and the tax credit, at the end of the day, it's still going to cost me money to upgrade to a newer car. And I don't necessarily need to upgrade right now. My current Model 3 is perfectly fine for what I need it for. I'm big on efficiency and getting the most from a purchase, and I'd love to drive my Model 3 for at least 250,000 miles. That was my goal. Plus, my wife has a 2022 Model Y that has many of the new features that a 2023 Model 3 would have, so I still get to experience those features in her car whenever I drive it. Now, speaking of cost, another huge con is a low trade-in value for my Model 3. According to Tesla, my Model 3 with 131,000 miles in good condition has an absolutely awful trade-in value of just $13,000. And do you know what the kicker is on that? That estimate includes the value of full self-driving capability that is currently being sold for $15,000. So even if my car was valued at $0, the $15,000 software that it comes with should make it at least that much, right? Even the Kelley Blue Book private sale estimate is only $17,000, so not much more than the trade-in value that Tesla is giving me. So if I bought the cheapest standard range Model 3 and got the full tax credit, that would cost me roughly $34,000 minus the $17,000 I could get for selling my current Model 3, which be a total out-of-pocket cost of $17,000 to upgrade to a newer Model 3 right now, which isn't bad, but I'd be getting less range, and I'd also have to pay to get these same aftermarket upgrades that I have on my Model 3, which include things like window tinting and paint protection film, which would cost another couple $1,000s. So that really brings my total net cost to about $20,000, and my insurance would probably increase too. Now, the next con is probably the one that is the biggest hesitation for most Tesla owners who are in a similar situation, and that is that the new upcoming refresh Model 3, nicknamed Highland, is rumored to be the most significant refresh ever, with some amazing new features like a new exterior styling, a new interior that is similar to the Model S with ventilated seats and ambient lighting. But of course, the biggest new feature it will have is the latest full self-driving hardware 4, which includes an all-new computer chip along with new cameras on the exterior that is expected to be much better for the implementation of level 5 full autonomy, which is of course Tesla's long-term goal for achieving their robotaxis that can drive around without any human intervention. But nobody knows exactly when this new Highland Model 3 is going to come out, so it's extremely tough to upgrade to a new Model 3 right now, knowing that a better Model 3 is just right around the corner. Another con for me personally is giving up some features that I already have. Now, I know one of the pros was gaining new features, but let's not forget that Tesla has removed features from the Model 3 since I got mine in 2018. And some of these features that I'd be giving up include passenger seat lumbar support, leather steering wheel, the glass roof that looks really cool when it rains, and possibly my favorite feature, which is my battery and efficiency. I have the long-range single-motor version, which was discontinued years ago, which is kind of sad because the single-motor rear-wheel drive excels at efficiency while the long-range battery excels at range. So you got to get the best of both worlds with the 2018 rear-wheel drive Model 3. It makes for a fantastic road trip car because of how energy efficient it is. Another thing I worry about is giving up what I call my lucky battery. Yes, I truly believe I got lucky with a very good battery in my Model 3 because I know of many others who have the same car from the same year and their battery life has taken a much bigger hit than mine. I know many factors affect battery range and overall health, but there's no denying that sometimes it's just the luck of the draw. And my Model 3 battery still has like 94% of its estimated range from when I first got the car. And I'm afraid I'd give that up and get a new battery that maybe doesn't have that good of a luck over time. Lastly, I don't think I need a new Model 3 if I indeed end up getting my free Roadster from the referral program sometime in the next couple of years. So what do you think of all this? Are you in a similar situation of trying to figure out if you should upgrade to a Tesla right now? And let me know what you think I should do. If you have any advice, I would love it and I would very much appreciate it. I really don't know what to do right now and I have to make that decision fast. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Andy. If you want to see more Tesla and tech videos in the future, make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you in the next one.